Okay, you ready for your first lesson in observation? Let's do Donald Trump. The first thing I think of when I think of Donald Trump is what? What's his most predominant feature? It's, yes, his hair. When I think of his hair, I think of it as some sort of cotton candy whipped up hairdo in a kind of a faux Elvis style, slicked back around the ears, but it's sort of like flattened out like a pancake on top because it doesn't have that body. And then it's colored with some sort of yellow number 5 toxic coloring. After the hair, I think of his face. I look at the structure of his face and it reminds me sort of like when I'm cooking and I've left a potato sitting on the counter for a little too long and it starts to lose its firmness. After the hair on top has been flattened down, I sort of want to bring it down on the sides, and it's sort of glued on with some sort of glue. I don't know, maybe he borrowed something from Something About Mary, but an old potato is brown, so he obviously has to do something about that. So he goes into the tanning booth and sprays it some sort of orange. The eyes are always white, and they make his eyes look very smaller, kind of like the eyes of a potato. When the potato gets old, the eyes sort of become embedded. What do we think of next? We think of the teeth. He's got very white teeth, and he usually shows the bottom ones. It's kind of a thing that lions do when they want to show aggressive behavior, or even dogs do that. They show an underbite, those white teeth. So I just think of a chiclet because it stands out in that sea of orange. You have this white chiclet. So the mouth to me is basically a chiclet. So we have the hair and the face, and then I start shaping it and cutting away the contours that I want. So after that, it just sort of takes a life of its own. I mean, I stylize my work in a certain way. I call it icing the cake, when you finesse what you have. Thank you for watching my first masterclass in drawing Donald Trump. I'm Robert Risko.